Decoding SDKs, your programming toolkit. What is an SDK? It stands for Software Development Kit. Think of it as a special box full of tools for programmers. These tools help you build software and make your job easier. SDKs are essential in modern development. They help you develop for specific platforms or services. For example, a mobile SDK helps build mobile apps. An SDK for social media integrates its features. SDKs are incredibly powerful. You get exactly what you need. An SDK often includes APIs, but an SDK is much bigger than just an API. It's the whole workshop, not just a single tool. SDKs simplify complex tasks for young programmers. Focus on learning core programming logic. The SDK handles much of the complexity. Build interesting things sooner. SDKs accelerate your learning journey. They make programming more accessible and fun. Start with SDKs. They will guide you. They are a programmer's best friend. The foundation. Why SDKs matter in software creation. Modern software can be very complex. Applications today have many interconnected parts. Think of a popular mobile game or a large website. Managing this complexity is a huge challenge. SDKs help to manage this intricacy. They provide structured ways to build features. They break down big problems into smaller pieces. This makes development more manageable. Without them, building modern software would be chaotic. SDKs also promote standardization. They offer a standard way to interact with a platform. This ensures that your code works correctly. It ensures compatibility across different systems. Imagine if every programmer built things differently. It would be a nightmare to maintain. SDKs bring order to this potential chaos. They define clear rules and conventions. This leads to more robust and reliable software. Efficiency is another key reason SDKs matter. Programmers should not reinvent the wheel. SDKs provide pre-built functions for common tasks. This saves an enormous amount of time and effort. Ultimately, SDKs foster innovation. They let you concentrate on what truly matters, your vision. This is how great software is born. Inside the box, unpacking common SDK components. An SDK is a collection of different resources. When you download an SDK, you get a package. This package contains several important components. Each component serves a specific purpose. Together, they provide a complete development environment. Think of it as a well-stocked workshop. Every tool has its place and its use. Understanding these components is crucial. One of the most vital components is libraries. Libraries are collections of pre-written code. They contain functions, classes, and modules. These are reusable pieces of software. They perform specific tasks for you. For example, a library might handle user authentication, or it might provide tools for image manipulation. These libraries are the core of the SDK's power. They save you from writing complex code from scratch. APIs are also central to any SDK. API stands for Application Programming Interface. It defines how different software components interact. Think of it as a contract or a menu. It lists the available functions in a library. It specifies how to call those functions and what results to expect from them. Good SDKs always include comprehensive code samples. Building blocks, libraries, and APIs within SDKs. Libraries are the workhorses of software development. They are bundles of reusable code, performing specific tasks like drawing shapes or networking. Libraries save an incredible amount of work. Now let's focus on APIs within SDKs. The API is the public face of a library. It defines how your code interacts with the library. Good APIs hide unnecessary complexity. Guiding lights documentation and debugging tools. Now, let's talk about documentation. It's absolutely key for any SDK, like seriously. Think of it as the official manual, the guide. It explains how to use the SDK effectively. Without good documentation, an SDK is pretty hard to use. Even the best tools are kind of useless if you don't know how they work, right? Documentation bridges this gap, providing clarity and understanding. It should always be your first point of reference. So, make sure to read the documentation carefully. Trust me, It'll save you a lot of time and frustration. And let's not forget about debugging tools, another critical part of an SDK. Bugs, or errors, are an inevitable part of programming, and finding and fixing these bugs is called debugging. SDKs often provide specialized tools for this. SDKs in the wild examples from the real world. Let's look at some popular SDKs in action. The Android SDK is a prime example. It is used by millions of developers worldwide. It provides everything needed to build Android applications. This includes libraries for user interface elements. It has tools for accessing device hardware like the camera. It also contains the Android emulator for testing, and powerful debugging tools integrated with Android Studio. If you want to create an app for Android phones or tablets, this is your kit. Similarly, Apple provides the iOS SDK. This is for developing applications for iPhones and iPads, and also for other Apple devices like Apple Watch and Apple TV. The iOS SDK is tightly integrated with Xcode. Xcode is Apple's official integrated development environment, or IDE. It includes compilers for Swift and Objective-C. It has Interface Builder for designing user interfaces, and advanced instruments for performance analysis and debugging. The iOS SDK is known for its quality and rich features. Cloud computing platforms also offer powerful SDKs. The AWS SDK is a prominent example. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. It is a vast collection of cloud services. Services for storage, computing, databases, machine learning, and more. The AWS SDK allows your applications to interact with these services. It is available for many programming languages. Developer superpowers. The advantages of using SDKs. Using SDKs gives developers significant advantages. Perhaps the most obvious is increased productivity. You can write less code to achieve more. This is because SDKs provide pre-built functionality. You do not need to start from zero for every task. Common problems have already been solved for you. This allows you to build applications much faster. You can deliver features more quickly and respond to user needs with greater agility. SDKs also help in reducing complexity. Modern software systems can be incredibly intricate. Dealing with low-level hardware details is hard. Managing network protocols is challenging. SDKs abstract away much of this difficulty. They provide higher-level interfaces. These interfaces are easier to understand and use. You can focus on your application's specific logic. You do not get bogged down in complex infrastructure code. Better integration is another crucial advantage. SDKs are typically designed for a specific platform or service. The creators of the platform often provide the SDK. This means the SDK is optimized for that environment. It ensures that your application integrates smoothly. It guarantees compatibility and performance. Using the official SDK is usually the best way. Racing against time. How SDKs boost development speed. SDKs are fantastic for rapid prototyping. When you have a new idea for an application, speed is key. You want to build an initial version quickly. This is called a prototype. It helps you test your concept and get feedback. SDKs provide the tools to assemble prototypes fast. You can use pre-built components and samples. This allows you to demonstrate core functionality without investing months in development. Rapid prototyping helps validate ideas efficiently. This speed translates directly to a faster time to market. In today's competitive landscape, this is vital. Getting your product to users sooner can make a big difference. SDKs streamline the entire development process, from initial design to final deployment. By handling common tasks, they shorten development cycles. This means your application can be launched earlier. You can gain an edge over competitors and start generating value for your users sooner. SDKs also simplify application maintenance. Software is not static, it evolves over time. Operating systems get updated, platforms change, new security vulnerabilities are discovered. Keeping your application current can be a lot of work. If you use an SDK, updates often help. Gazing forward, the future trajectory of SDKs. The world of SDKs is constantly evolving. They are not static tools. They improve continuously. SDKs are becoming smarter and more integrated. They offer more sophisticated capabilities, and they aim to make the developer experience even smoother. Future SDKs will likely incorporate more automation. They might help generate code or suggest optimizations. The goal is always to empower developers, to help them build better software faster. This evolution is exciting for all programmers. We are seeing more AI and ML in SDKs. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are transforming tech. Some SDKs now provide tools to integrate AI features. Features like image recognition or natural language processing, this makes it easier to build intelligent applications. Conversely, AI might also help in using SDKs. Imagine an AI assistant that guides you. It could help you find the right API or debug code more effectively. The synergy between AI and SDKs is growing. Cross-platform SDKs are also gaining prominence. Traditionally, you needed separate SDKs for different platforms. One for Android, one for iOS, one for web. This meant writing and maintaining multiple code bases. Cross-platform SDKs aim to solve this. If you learned something new, like the video, share your thoughts in comment section, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for more related videos.